line, Optimus. Do you have a question?
Sure.
Yes, sir. Mr. Steele, it's great talking to you tonight.
Well, thank you.
In an interview that went up last Thursday or so, you were asked a question about Bret Hart and the Montreal Screwjob, and you seem to have some negative feelings about that. Would you care to elaborate a little more?
I don't know if they're negative or not. They're not negative. I disagree with that. I have great respect for Bret Hart. Here's what I said, and I say it every time, and I see it as the truth. Number one, let's call our business, if we're going to call our business and talk about it, what it is, did any of the champions ever really beat anybody? Huh?
No.
Okay. You got a A on that one. All right, so then if Bret Hart's complaint was that he was in Canada and he was losing to an American in his home country, my question is, where did he win the belt?
Right.
So,
that's a big
what are we talking about? I can't lose at my country, but I can beat you in your country.
Mm-hmm.
I see that as a negative. I'm talking about business now. And so then if Vince gave him the belt and he wants it back and he don't want to give it back, who's screwing who?
Mm-hmm.
Is that negative on my side? I don't think so. I just think that some people don't understand the business, and the fans, I understand that, but they also come and say, "Oh, that's all fake," and then they get hot about a screw job, which was part of the work. And it was the most brilliant work probably in the history of the business. Now, would you like to know why?
Yeah, I was to say, so you think the whole thing itself was a work?
Well, sure it was.
Uh-huh.
Let's look at what was happening. Let's look at the history. Bret Hart was making a pretty good paycheck for the WWF. Vince is not going to pay you like the WCW were paying you. He didn't have Ted Turner's money at the time. He does now, but he didn't then. So guys, Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Diesel, all left the WWF for more money in the WCW. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right. So what is Bret Hart done? He's going to leave to go to the WCW for more money.
Mm-hmm.
So they do the screw job as a work. Who becomes the top heel in the history of the business?
Yeah, it worked out great for WWF.
No, but who came the top heel?
Vince McMahon.
Okay. Now listen, I'm talking about work now. So now the next guy that's going to leave, Vince could sit in the corner and do nothing for 6 months. Somebody's leaving for whatever reason or gets in trouble, he presents himself again, and you forget about who's leaving because he's the hottest heel.
Right. And he's not going to be leaving. So.
No, he's going to stay.
Right.
And then using that premise a little bit deeper, think about Steve Austin.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, one of the great, great, great tough guys in the history of the business as far as his work was concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because we were having a tournament one time, and he caught something in the mouth, and he split his lip. He almost looked like a hair lip, and I had to take him over and get him stitched up.
I think that was the King of the Ring, yeah.
And then he went back, and I'm the one that took him to the doctor. So I know how tough he is. He went back and finished the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot of respect for him. I have a respect for all the guys, really.
Yeah.
But I just say it like I see it. Sometimes it pisses people off. I've always been like that, so that's fine. Anyhow, what made him such a great champion and great worker?
That feud with McMahon, I mean, was perfect.
Oh, you got it. When was that? Was that after the Bret Hart thing?
Yep.